Right, gang, I hope this finds everybody well. On today's episode, we're going to go through the finale of this series in relation to my ultramarathon here in Keswick in the Lake District. We've got 110k to cover in not very long, in not very many hours. What I'm going to do the first part of the video, I'm going to go through my kit, show you what I'm going to be doing. Tomorrow, you'll see a bit of the in the life kind of vibe of how I get prepped for the race. And then after that, absolutely into the storm. So let's go. So basically, the key thing to distinguish with this race is you actually have to have 2 bags. I've got all the kit that I have to have for the race, and I've also got a secondary kit here. Not the dog that's fast asleep. That's a drop-off bag. That's going to be for halfway through the race if I need anything else. Key things that people would like to probably understand is, first things first, what we'll do is go through my food. I've taken shoes, as I mentioned before in previous videos. I'm not taking on gels just purely on the basis that this is a lot of a slower race. I've also got carb mix with sodium, and shout out to the guys at Real Meal. I've got 12 of these bad boys to go through. These are 600 calories per go. Basically, I'm going to have one of these, one every 90 minutes. There are food stations there. Whenever you go to stuff like this, the thing to remember is you want to try and eat the way that you trained, purely on the basis you're not quite sure what that's going to be there. Even though they're giving me a list, I've never had it, and I'm not sure. They've got one station's got katsu curry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably not gonna feel that halfway through. Well, I might do. I'm not sure. I've never ran this sort of this side of race before. Also, to distinguish, is I've got hydration, 1,000 milligrams. I'm probably gonna go through around 500 milligrams per hour. So we'll see. This stuff's got sodium in too. The key thing that I've learned through my journey of this is not to over sodium. And I know some people who are a bit weird like me think, cool, either chop tabs or just put one of them in your mouth and smash it. Too much sodium. You're going to basically, it'll hit your stomach and you'll suddenly feel like you're drawing in loads of water, make you feel sick. So just being mindful of that. And the thing about an ultra compared to an Ironman is it's a lot slower. So going uphill, or you spend more time. This could take me anywhere between, 14 hours, I'll be absolutely sending it. And I think I'd need to be 20 kilos lighter. So anywhere between 14 to 18. I'm targeting 18. But I've never done this before. The elevation, we're driving in here, and you'll see some B-roll later. The mountains are massive, and it's going to be, this is going to be savage. Actually, also using this in the morning, which is from Human 24. It's actually a caffeine supplement with L-theanine in it. Instead of, it's going to wake me up, but it's not going to give me that anxious buzz. And when you're going into races, what you don't want to be doing is being too hyper aroused. 2 reasons. Why? Because your heart rate's going to be going all over the shop, and 2, it might actually make you shit yourself if you're not careful. So we're not having that on course. I've never used Panda wipes before, and the ambition is to keep that way. Anyway, so my kit, starting from the top end. Obviously, we've got my running pack. I bought a 12-litre running pack because it's a bit bigger, and my GPS tracker. If you guys, you won't be watching this, I'm gonna put this on my Instagram where you are. But also, they want you to have 2 flasks. I'm actually carrying 4 litres of water. So that's quite a lot of water, but I'd rather have more than less of liquid. But also I've got liquid nutrition. I'm using the On Cloud Ultra 2s. I should have cleaned them, but I didn't, sorry. These are like slippers. I've really enjoyed using these, and these are fabulous. I've obviously got 2 pairs. I've got them, and these are my old pair. They were smashed, but I'm going to use those. Anyway, they make you carry a safety bag. This is literally it looks like a sleeping bag. But if you do get stuck or lost, it's bright orange, obviously. And I've got a whistle on there. A cup, obviously for a cup of tea, they make you carry that. And also a compass. There is a coordinate map too that goes along with this. It's through there with my race number. One of those things where obviously you've got a phone and you've got your GPS on your watch. They want you to have this just in case it all goes wrong. Fingers crossed that it doesn't. Also, head torch. I'm using the silver. This has got a rechargeable battery, but mine's not rechargeable because I decided not to get it by mistake before, and I was too late to actually get the chargeable by mistake. I've got 2. So I've got this, and I've got another one that's upstairs on charge, which is a smaller version. Again, brilliant piece of kit and very robust. Now, the meat and potatoes of what's going to have to be on my person and how I'm layering up, because we got here and it's freezing. Some people want this sort of level of detail. Boxers, fellas, these are integral that you have the right pair of because 1, these will guard your plums, and 2, if you get chafe on 110, you're going to be struggling, yeah? So these are called Tommy Johns. These they call it a hammock. There you go, lads. This is what you want. It's basically got in a lining where your plums go, but as you said, it stops chafe. I found them amazing. I'm not a fan of wearing skins, but I have to on the course, they say I have to have long skins as a supplement. So I wear those underneath them. Some people, they're happy to have it swinging about. Me, They say it's compression. Nah, not fancy it. So I wear both of those. I wear those in the morning. I've also got calf sleeves. Those that have been following me, I've had terrible calf issues because I've got weak calves, but it's not. It's just because I'm not used to this level of volume. So it's all in the detail. It all helps. I've got new trail running socks, which I've actually got a reload pair in my bag, and also I've got an Arterex insulated jacket, which again, those who've watched me before, I usually hike in this, or this is in the mountains. This is a windproof one. This is the Atom. One of those things where I personally, I'm like, I don't need it, but then I've been up there today, and it was during the day, and it was actually freezing, so I may need bum bag. That's where I'm going to have my phone. I'm also going to probably have one of the Real Meal bars in there, and also I'm actually going to have my number probably on my ass, purely because then I just know where it is. Mid layer, I'm using the new Solomon. Again, I've looked at forever. I looked at some On stuff as well, but I just found this one. It basically breathes. I've ran with some New Balance stuff before, the older stuff, and whenever you're sweating, you want it to leave your body, especially when you're wearing a Gore-Tex jacket. This is essential. So I got the Novan, the Arterex one. This one, obviously, when you're wearing a jacket, it doesn't breathe very well. If your inner layers don't breathe either, you're going to be like the condensation. If you're sweating, you're going to stay wet. If you're not sweating, and you go cold, you're going to be freezing. So you want to basically not have any moisture. Shorts, again, not a fan, fellas, of fellas who where are they gone? Wearing, where I put them here. If you just wear just skins and you've got your old boy hanging out, ladies, I know people think that it's a bit of a weird pup. So I wear shorts, obviously, because you've got pockets too. These are waterproof trousers. These are the Innovate ones. These, again, I found these the trail running ones. They're like 70 quid. Pack up in a pocket. Test drove them the other week. Fair. I've never had a pair of waterproof trousers that actually keep you dry. And on Doveston, it was horrific. Gloves, hat, self-explanatory. Then wearing a long sleeve top, because when you're wearing, if you were to just wear your t-shirt and the waterproof because it's warm, if your arms are out, it will be, how'd you say? If you've got sweating arms inside a jacket, it just feels minging. So when you've got a long sleeve top, it's good. And also I've got an underlayer, which I wasn't going to wear before, but like I said, I turned up to get Grace checking today and it was freezing. So I'll be wearing that too. Small little medikit, batteries. I've got another Rise suntan lotion just in case, but I won't need it here. But if you guys are looking for a suntan lotion, life jacket, do a little roll on. Fantastic. And plasters, Pro Plus, and the infamous Panda wipes that we're not going to be using. Sunglasses, I think I covered that. I think that's everything. So that's all my kit. I hope that's helpful. Laid out. I'm then, obey layman's terms, is I have to have this on my person, so I will be packing this up. I am using, some people who may want to be that geeky, I am using a little bag where you can, basically it's going to compress everything so it's smaller. Easier to fit in my bag. And then go for that. Oh, last thing. This is full, like, my mind's telling me no, but my body, yeah, they want you to wear this. You put this absolutely everywhere, yeah? This is the kind of thing where people like, I use this as a roll-on when I'm running, because I get chafe here on my lower back as well, massive, and inner thighs, and your old boy, and that's minging, but trust me, this stuff actually massively save. You don't want chafe, because chafe is like a slow puncture. You don't want that. That's all my kit. As I said, from a logistics standpoint, that's my food too. Second bag, I'll be getting halfway. I'm not taking that. And my dog, he wants to run with me, but he cut his foot yesterday, so there's no running along the course for him. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you in the morning. We're up at 4, just after 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock start. The logistics of that layman's terms is I get up an hour before I need to be ready personally. When you're looking at human body, your body has to wake up. When you wake up at that time, I'm actually, from a circadian rhythm standpoint, I'm asleep. So the issue is that obviously what I need to do is wake up, which I used Rise before. Also, getting some light in my eyes. That's going to help me gear up. So from 5 a.m, I'm going to be pretty primed to get going. Get off, get to the course, get there for about half an hour before. It don't want to be too long. It's going to be cold. And then, yeah, 110K. It's actually 108 according to the OS map. Fingers crossed, locked and loaded. I'll see you in the morning.